don't go into debt for this. If you don't really like it, don't do it's okay. The next big
Right.
thing will come, but be yourself. Cause there are things that it was certain brands, it's people like, oh, I gotta get on it because this is like the new poppin' Disney thing. Like, but why? If you don't actually like this, or if you're not gonna do anything with this, why? Because she did it or he did it.
Right.
Like being yourself, I think will get you far because you've built genuine friendships because you are meeting like-minded people. The entire community is not going to be your friend. I like to think of
Right.
people as IG coworkers, and
Yep.
that's what it is. We have a respectable relationship. So be yourself, come in, open heart, open mind. Some people may not be as welcoming, but I think put yourself out there. DM people that you like, if respond to their stories, interact, engage with their stuff, engage with the people who follow you.
Being part of communities, I've learned, is one of the quickest ways to grow anything. I think the part that I love about being in communities online is that it allows you to get unbiased feedback.
Yeah.
Those who truly want to see you succeed are going to get feedback. They're not going to just say, "Oh yeah, everything you do, I love it. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a game changer. I think it's going to make you a millionaire." No, you want people who are going to be like, like I've had people come up to me like, "Yo, I'm starting a clothing line," and I'm like, don't think it's a good idea. And I'll tell you why I don't think it's a good idea. It is very difficult
Yeah.
to succeed with a clothing line because it is uber competitive. And a lot of what you think you can do or what you think would just be an amazing idea, somebody could just rip off. The
Oh,
moment it gets popular, someone can
yeah.
rip off, right? That's one of the reasons why community is so strong because someone can listen to this interview we have, right? And be like, I'm gonna start an IG called Blackish Girl Disney. And people are gonna laugh at it. People are gonna laugh at it because you've built such a strong community that people are gonna be like, not on our watch. And that goes back to being authentic. Go
What I
ahead.
want to say is that there is so much room for everybody,
Right,
especially speaking about Black Girl Disney. I don't want Black Girl Disney to be the only one of its kind, where
right,
we are the only page that shares and highlights Black Disney fans, Disney creators, Disney influencers. But I don't want it to be off the backs of Black Girl Disney, where
right,
the name is Black Girl Disney. Come up with your own stuff, your own
yeah.
name, because there are multiple pages that just repost other people's pictures and highlight and do all of that. And we support them all.
I
Black
think
Girl Disney is taken. Black Girl Disney is a name, it is a brand. Unless Disney tell us to shut down.
right. Find your name, find your brand, and profit off of that. Don't profit off of somebody else. Don't use someone else's hard work as your stepping stool. Do your thing, and work together. Work with Black Girl Disney. This isn't a space that's reserved for Black Girl Disney. This is a
Yeah.
space that's open to all, but just be
Oh,
mindful
man.
and respectful of everything Black Girl Disney put to
Mhm.
get to where you guys are.
And then this makes me wanna shout out my girl Bran. She has created a page called Melanin in the Parks on Instagram, and she hosts meetups. Black Girl Disney hosts meetups too, but, like, she's doing a Juneteenth meetup at Disney, and I
Nice.
love that because, again, it's still all about community, but it is not the same thing as Black Girl Disney.
Right.
She shares if you're having a meetup in Florida, she's sharing it on her, like, actual feed. Um
Right.
and so, like, she is all about building the community, as is Black Girl Disney, but we do it in a different way. We share your photos and we share the meetups and everything in our Instagram story. But because she is, and I don't want to just condense her to a meetup page because that's not what it is, but she does host more meetups. And that's what I love. It's still we're highlighting Black community and Black Disney
Right.
fans, but also in a different way. But it's its own thing. And we rock with
Right.
each other. So shout out to you, Brand.
Are there any additional don'ts that you would like for people to know who want to become creators or influencers that we haven't already shared?
Don't buy your followers, okay? People
Yep.
can tell. I mean, now granted, the algorithm and everything is terrible these days, so what your following count looks like compared to what your likes or whatever may not match. But
Right.
you can tell when people bought followers. I don't know if you can buy views or anything like that. Don't steal people's content. Like,
Oh,
again,
so
especially
true.
in this Disney space, you're all being sent pretty much the same merch, you know? The deadline is all the same day for everybody else. So a lot of us wait till like those last couple days and you just see an influx of the same thing. And I've seen people commented about it on Twitter, like everybody posting but still make it you,
Right.
don't try to be something that you're not. If you see it's like a group of us wearing our big poofy fluffy dresses, but that's not you, don't put that on, but that doesn't make you any less or not a part of a community. Yeah, I think those are like my big 2 don'ts. Like don't steal other people's content. There's a fine line between being inspired and stealing. Give credit when credit's due. If you gonna wear an exact replica from the ears to the shirt to the bag to the shoe, you clearly were inspired.
Yeah.
Just give credit.
Something
Of
that I
course.
thought of hearing you speak is one thing I really, really wish creators would stop doing is stop trashing people for not supporting you. You just use a great
Woo!
example.
Woo!
Sometimes we may not see your post. Sometimes we may not see your story.
Yeah.
So if you're selling makeup, I'm sorry. I don't have a need for
Mhm.
makeup. There's other ways to support you. But when people create things and then they don't get what they want after a day, after a week, after
Yeah.
a month, and then they start bashing the people that could be potential customers, that is a terrible, terrible look. And I want people to do a better job of not doing that.
Oh, I remember when getting 10K was like, "Oh my god, I have 10K." I
Yep.
still like when people put, "Oh my god, I just hit 500 followers. I just hit 1,500." I'm a clap every time. If I see it in your
Yep.
story, if I see your post like, "I just hit 500 followers," like, I'm clapping every time because that was me at one point, you know?
Right.
Let people be happy for the milestones that they make. I started
It's
Instagram back
needed.
at Grambling, like, so hitting
Yeah.
500 followers, it wasn't like a celebration because, like, that wasn't the thing. But
Right.
in a creator space, let people enjoy. So don't be a hater. Add that to the don't list. Let
Right.
people let people enjoy and live in their moment. These are huge milestones for people, and we've all been there. Someone's excited that their picture got 1,000 likes and they have 800 followers. Girl,
Right.
some of us still not getting 1,000 likes anymore. So it's like
Yep.
little things, let people be excited. I don't even know how I got to this rant, but let people be excited.
On the don'ts.
I always tell people now, I'm like, focus on the people who are following you. Focus on the people
Right.
who are showing you love. You know, Other people will come. They'll see something. One of your followers will probably share your post and someone who doesn't follow you will see it. Focus on the people who are here. You know,
Right.
that's something that I had to shift because at one point it was like, I'm stuck at this number. Like, how do I get more followers? What do I do? And it's like, girl, focus on who's here.
Right.
Give these people the best content that you can.
That is so true. One of the things I've learned as a small business owner is that your best marketing is happy customers. So learn to take care of those 5 to 10 people who support you and figure out what they think, get their feedback, and make them your biggest cheerleaders. Don't give these people a hard time because you feel like they're not doing enough supporting
Yeah.
when everyone has a life to live, everyone has bills to pay, everyone has a schedule, everyone has a certain time they need to be in bed. Like,
Mhm.
you'll get there, but you have to be kind. And I know it's
Exactly.
such a cliche thing to say, but you really just have to be kind to people.
Mhm.
You really do.
Yeah,
Alright.
I remember the mean people too, you know,
Right. That's
but you remember who was kind to you. And I think for that's the most rewarding thing where it's like people will say like, "Oh, you helped me do this," or if it wasn't for you sending me this, like it's a creator now, he's huge. But I remember at our first it was like a box lunch gala, like the first one that they did this brand around the holidays. And he won like creator of the year or something. He won
Oh,
something
wow.
as a thing. And he was like, "You sent me the link to join the creators thing." And I don't remember that part, but I'll take it because clearly you do. So
Right.
am I mad that he has the following that he has and I don't, and we're part of the same thing? Absolutely not. Like, that's cool that I sent
Right.
you a link and you are popping and we cool, you know?
Right.
So yeah.
To someone who wants to be a creator, what is like a realistic amount of followers or engagement or anything, any type of metric that they need before they can expect to start hearing from sponsorships and all that good stuff?
Honestly, I feel like it's changed now. It doesn't matter. At a time, it was like, oh, if you got 10K, you good.
Right.
These companies are working with any and everybody. Just turn the camera on now. If the internet has taught me anything, it has taught me that there is a community and niche for everything.
Everything.
Literally, if you think like nobody's gonna care, I was posting puzzle content. Okay? I was posting lifting up puzzles and shaking them, and they weren't falling apart. I follow people on TikTok who do there is
Yeah.
now a new thing where people are into Legos, and it's not new that people are into Legos, but, like, we are now adults with adult money, and we can buy the
Yep.
things that we like. There is a community for everything. So, if you're like, "No one's gonna care about me collecting stickers." I literally watch people on YouTube turn their planners into scrapbooks, like,
Yep.
and I collect stickers. So, there is something out there for everybody. If it's something that you love, do it. Like, I promise you, there is a community, there is a Reddit for everything.
Yep.
So
It's so true. My mom, she recently made it her mission to start traveling every birthday going
oh, I love
forward.
it.
And one of the things she was like, you know what? What if I found like-minded women at the same age range who
Oh,
wanted to travel to the same places?
I was gonna
And
say same age
first thing
range,
I said was,
Linda Brown, but she a little older.
I was like, listen, do it. Exactly what you said.
Yes.
Do it. And she started blogging it and she really had a good time doing it. And now she's thinking about the next place she wants to go to. You should trademark that. Just turn the camera on. That just really
I
just turn the camera
oh my
on.
god, I literally used to tell people that when it came to YouTube, because people were
Yeah,
like, "I don't have a camera, I don't have this." Press record, especially now where we're at. Like,
right,
these phones, I mean, yes, if you have a camera, cool. I was blessed to use my brother's, but if I didn't, I was recording on my phone.
right,
You just have to start. You are not gonna have the best of the best because even if you have the best of the best and you don't know how to use it, what is the point?
right.
Like, it's still not going to look good. Just turn it on. Turn the camera
Just
on,
turn it
press
on.
record, make sure the mic is on.
It's said best by Domo Brown. Listen, I want to thank you again. You have been such a pleasure to speak with. You know, I love you very much. And it's just so amazing to see where you have come as a 14-year-old cheerleader uh, to where you are now, Asian Barbie
But
forever.
it is your
Uh,
pleasure, Bobby.
please let people know before we wrap this up how they can find you on socials. So if they want to follow you, reach out to you, all that good stuff.
Yes. So on Instagram, it is Dominique Brown, Dominique Brown. And then my other page is Black Girl Disney, all one word, regular spelling. Yeah, you can just on Instagram. That's where you can find me.